What's up, my beautiful Warframe robot fuckers? It's your boy, Pupsker here, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here last week. I was actually on vacation, if anyone saw any of my pictures or random posts online. I am now back and ready for more Warframe. Sorry about that, but one other piece of news is I'm trying to buy a house and move, so I also have to clean my house a ton, as well as try and figure out the logistics of that. So if I'm just more AFK, running more rerun streams 24/7 on Twitch this month, or just nothing at all, it's just straight up because I'm trying to move and I'm really bad at everything. So yeah, I won't be able to do everything. So sorry about that, but I'm back. Let's go over all the Warframe news, such as Caliban Prime coming soon, hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks. And of course, when I'm gone for a week, Warframe gives me a daily tribute of 50% off Platinum because I haven't played for a straight week, so they give you enticed monies when you log back in. Think this time I'm actually going to buy it, maybe do some giveaways over on Twitter and some on maybe YouTube here and there, but we'll see. Just like heirlooms and skins and stuff like that. Not sponsored by DE. I love DE, but they don't love me, and that's okay. I'm kind of a shithead. Now, let's continue on. Let's claim that. It looks like I do have a couple messages. That's right, everybody. Oh yeah, we have the like Warframe kissing scene. This is gonna be a weird weekly reset, okay? I'm really tired since I just got back from vacation. I straight up cut up a chair, nice, and ended up throwing it away in my garbage because it was disintegrating at the seams. So I cut it up with a saw and then I threw it into multiple garbage bags. That's how you throw things away, right? You don't like go to the dump or anything. You just cut things up and throw them in the garbage bins for the community and then just see what happens. I also threw out my old PC that I used to 24/7 stream on my old VODs channel before that got shot for, I think, streaming the same VODs as my main. I don't know, man. So yeah, I'm throwing out a lot of stuff and I'm just tired. So I do thank you all for being here. And that's the Warframe kiss of the week. That may have actually been last week. 8/4. Oh no, that's today. Hey, sweet. Hey, everyone got the Valkyrie heirloom collection I sent off. Congrats to the winners from my Twitter giveaway for both of those Valkyrie heirloom collections. So yeah, nice, good stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna do giveaways here and there, so follow all the socials if you ever want to try to win stuff. As we look at the news quickly, Wukong Prime in Equinox Prime return. We have a double affinity weekend August 1st. Well, yeah, it's like this weekend. All this month, if you haven't seen, is double affinity weekends. So fun times there every weekend. July 31st, August 4th, 7th to 11th, 14th to 18th. So if you need to level this month, get on it, everybody. I'll probably make separate videos talking about these just to let people know because I was gone so long. Either way, Valkyrie heirloom, hotfix was cool, but Dog Days is coming soon. They've also paused hotfixing until Caliban Prime is in, and I think that's going to be in like 2-3 weeks, allegedly. Something like that. So Caliban Prime soon. There might not be another Prime at the end of the year, or there might be, because one year they only released 3 Warframes, so that's the corresponding 4th year this year, so they might only release 3 Prime Warframes. I made a small short about it, but they might just continue releasing another Warframe in December for, what would it be, Gyre Prime, I think? Or was it, I think it's Gyre Prime next after Caliban Prime. Either way, everybody, that's the general news and community news there in Warframe, so let me know what you think. Thank you for being here. Sub, like, and use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you want to support the channel. If you're buying, like, Borderlands 4, Battlefield 1, I plan to try, or Battlefield 6, sorry. Thought they were doing a reboot, but my brain's just broken right now. So if you end up buying any of those on the Epic Games Store, I thank you. And then last but not least, the weekly Archon hunt is, believe it or not, a red Archon shard. Oh, thank God. It's a good week, okay? Red Archon shards are always nice. Now, we're going to go over to the Circuit Duviri to check out a couple things. Reminder, Ileweaver's the brand new game mode that lasts forever, but the old event's gone. So if we take a look at the Incarnon weapons this week in Warframe, we have the Bow Incarnon, we have the Latrin Incarnon, we have the Furus Incarnon, we have the Furax Incarnon, and we also have the Strun Incarnon. Now, All of these are actually really nice in general. So if you go with the Furious Incarnon, you get project a wide heat damage beam in Incarnon form. I haven't messed around with this too much because I don't have the Forma right now to invest, but people like the Furious Incarnon. It's a fun weapon, and I do think you get a really good damage boost, but I just can't give a good enough opinion because I haven't used it enough. But if you look at some of those Evolution 4 stats, you can do some interesting things. It's just, like, you can't just take straight up crit, because you need to have shots fired with critical chance lower than 40%, so it's a little weird. So I myself really like the Latrin, would be my #1 choice, and then the Strun, my secondary choice, and then the Furious Incarnon. Latrin's amazing. Heat damage bounces everywhere. It's actually so fun just headshotting and then destroying a ton of the enemies with it all bouncing everywhere. It's a good weapon, and I do enjoy it, so I would recommend you do that. I think it's on my Latrin Prime, but it might be on my Latrin Wraith. Can't actually remember. Bow Incarnon's also really nice because you get a massive, massive range increase right here off the, like, Evolution 1 for range boost. So if you're looking for more of a melee, I would say the Bow Incarnon is absolutely amazing, okay? Such a huge amount of range, built-in extra, God, what is it? The freaking primed reach. I can't think anymore. Sorry, my brain's fried from all the driving and all of the house stuff I've been doing. Either way, Bow Incarnon's really awesome. You also do get good crit chance increase of 12%, right? And then you have status slash effect stuff, but I don't know. I don't usually go with a lot of that. High damage, big numbers. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. So all of these are good, but last but not least is Furix. Now this is a heavy slam type of weapon. Ability awakens the weapon to gain heavy slam efficiency, leave behind heat damage fields after heavy slam in Incarnon form. I also don't care for this one a ton, but if you were doing a slam AoE heat build, it's actually really good, right? It's a good slam weapon, but with the recent slam changes, if you don't like slam anymore, that's understandable, because you have to do a really large windup with slam to really get that good damage and range boost nowadays, so it is still really strong. You can do a good combo build to quickly range that up, right? One range here. Oh, sorry, combo build to increase that. Attack speed per enemy. Yeah, like, it's just pretty good overall. Combo timer paused while this weapon is holstered. So there's a lot of really cool evolution boosts you can take. I don't like the increased base crit damage multiplier to 4x on slide attacks, but if you want to do a slide attack build, fucking go for it, right? While the Furix is not something I use a ton, I still think it's really awesome. So grab whatever you need, try things out, and if you ever need to, look at like individual videos checking out each weapon. Maybe eventually I would make some of those videos, but I'm a little busy and just not too sure what to make right now while I'm in my I just got back from vacation mode, so give me a week to figure out what's going on. Okay, thank you. Now, rifle, pistol, melee, ribbons, kuvas, good stuff. Grab whatever you need, as always, and you should be good to go. If you do the circuit in normal mode, you have Nidus, Octavia, and Harrow. I believe all of these are Warframes from quests, right? Octavia is that Octavia's Anthem? And Harrow is Chains of Harrow. Okay. And then Nidus. Oh god, what mission does Nidus come with? Yeah, you gotta do a handful of things. Either way, Octavia's Anthem for her. Harrow requires Chains of Harrow. They're not, like, terrible to get outside of that, I don't think. But I know, like, Harrow drop rates are pretty low. So maybe you just straight up want to pick Harrow, Octavia, and then Nidus off this one. That's probably what I would recommend here. Nidus also kind of sucks, though, because you need C rank infested salvage. So all of these farms kind of suck, I'm not going to lie. So pick whichever one you want. Probably worst farms Nidus, and then Harrow, and then Octavia. But they all kind of suck. This is one of those weeks where drop rates are just pretty rough. And in order to get a lot of things, it might take like a good chunk of time. But they could be a lot worse. So, hey. Definitely do Nidus, Harrow, Octavia. And you should be good to go. But if you do any other, I guess, order, or you farm any of the other frames, yeah, go with whatever you want, whatever you're looking for, whatever you personally don't have. My favorite frames to play out of these ones, Octavia is really insane if you just want to, like, kind of AFK invisible, AoE destroy everyone. Harrow's invincible, headshot, energy regeneration king. And getting the new Harrow proto frame coming probably December, so get ready if you want to be whipped and chained by Harrow. And Nidus is a cool health tank frame. You just kind of AoE, hit your abilities, CC, and just pop off your abilities constantly. But he is a cool health tank with like an interesting gimmick. It's not like as good as Revenant, just being invincible, but still really strong overall. So yeah, those are the Warframe farms for the circuit this week. Sorry if I'm like a little slower, very talky this week. Yeah, I just haven't made a video in a while, so I just want to talk. I miss you, chat, right? YouTube comments, chat. Twitch chat. I need to stream soon, but I'll be a little busy, so I'm so sorry. But I'll stream some Warframe, maybe some random roguelikes. Yeah, let's get on it. Okay, the weekly reset, bullet jumps, radiation, primary weapon kills, right? The other missions that are weekly are complete Railjack missions, play Ollie's Crash Course and complete a race, not bad. Collect 20 different types of resources, and then kill a Tusk Thumper Doma in Plains of Eidolon, which is pretty much just run a high-level mission and look for the Tusk Thumper Domas. I think it takes a couple of minutes usually for them to spawn, or at least you to find them. Can suck sometimes, but maybe kill some enemies, give it a sec. And then like kill Xmas, do missions, kill enemies. Normal stuff there. Nothing like too out there. And remember, Ollie's Crash Course is in Warframe 1999 Mall, if you're looking for it. Now, all of the Nightwave offerings credits, we'll just go quickly. EMP Aura, Enemy Radar, not bad. Energy Siphon, Holster Amp, Infested Impedance, okay, Loot Detector, nice, nice. Metamorphic Magazine for the Gorgon. Now, this one's pretty awesome. 9% magazine capacity, 90% ammo maximum, inflict 20 cumulative attacks on an enemy, will petrify them for 5 seconds. Now, it might not technically be the most insane, but 90-90 and like a cool stun, it's interesting, so grab that. Penta, Napalm Grenades, lovely. Pistol Scavenger, Power of 3 for Avara, grab the augments for the frames. Prism Guard for Mirage, really cool, it's a nice one. Purging Slash on Excalibur, not my favorite or anything, but you know, grab those if you can. Rifle Scavenger Aura, Batacore, Sentient Barrage. Yeah, this one's insane. Discharge from Alt-Fire now is infinite body punch through, but no longer explodes on contact. Each enemy will refill 1 charge, and reaching a full charge will increase crit chance and crit damage of next discharge by 300%, so pretty insane. Shield Disruption, volatile variant for the Sporothrix. Hey, this one's also really sought after. Like, good ones this week. Holy shit. Okay, shots have 3+ punch through, barbs explode instantly, barbs that strike enemies directly have +4 meter radius, and more status effect. Love it. Wild Frenzy. This one's just fun and memey, but I really enjoy it. Secondary fire will shoot with 400% fire rate until the magazine is empty. Killing 2 or more enemies will refund 100% of the ammo. So this is pretty much like, you might as well use it on the Grakata, right? You only have to kill 2 enemies, so make sure you have a big, strong build on your Grakata. Ignore any sort of fire rate, and then you should be good to go. Oop, sorry, I'm back. I had to actually legitimately just go sign house documents. It's a struggle, okay? Everything's rough. Either way, Wild Frenzy is a really good mod, and you should use it, okay? Grab it, pick it up if you like the Grakata. Quickly going over appearance items, beautiful, good helmets, grab anything you don't have, and it's the same with the like weapons, right? They're just cool cosmetics, so grab whatever you have if you have extra credits if you want. Lastly, for the miscellaneous, however you feel like saying it, Dark Sword Blueprint, sweet weapon. Overall, it's good MR fodder, it's a good status weapon, but that's about it. It's not like high MR, so keep that in mind. 8 MR, but yeah, good enough status weapon. Grab any cosmetic you want. This is the go-to Orkin Catalyst Reactor farm for endgame, essentially, once you have everything. And, hey, Wolf of Saturn 6 stuff, ornament, nothing like hugely spawning, but good ornaments, cool gamma. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Or, sorry, not that bad. Pretty good this week. It's pretty good this week. Okay, hide owned. Okay, I pretty much own everything, so no issues there. Either way, that's Nightwave. Well, let me know what you think about that, everybody. We're gonna try to speedrun through the Warframe 1999 weeklies, because, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Either way, now, let's take a look. 150 Skuldra troops, run the Skuldra survival or exterminate solo and kill them all, and you should be good. Next up, you have all restoration effects provided by orb pickups, increase 25%. Okay, add 1.5 meter punch through primary weapons, and then add status damage and electricity chance to all weapons. I would probably choose Amir on that one, or Letty, and then Quincy probably last, because punch through's like whatever for me, but probably Amir. Next up, we have Orkin Catalyst Blueprint and Emerald Archon Shards. So, Yeah, both of those are really good. Pick literally whichever you need. If you're more early mid-game and you need a lot of Orc Catalysts, you'll probably want to grab that. But if you're more end-game and you have everything, you might just want to grab the Emerald Archon Shard. So, yeah, that's not too bad. Destroy 75 containers. Okay, this one's actually really easy. Just do AoEs with Dante, Ember, Zaku, Limbo in a single exterminate, and just run through the mission, hit your AoE abilities, and you should be good to go. Those are the like Warframes I'd recommend. I think Limbo and stuff hits through walls. That's why it's really good with 4th ability. Range builds, do what you need to do there. Riven or Arcane Enhancement. This one's obvious. Choose the Riven and choose the Arcanes if you're impatient and you haven't farmed your Warframe 1999 Arcanes yet. But for the most part, choose the Riven, right? Next up, week 2. Scaldra troops with melee. Run a Scaldra or Survival. Scaldra, Exterminate, either or. With the melee, kill them all. Next up, Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint. That's probably what you're going to want to grab. But if you have a lot, whatever, Arcane. Either way, Exilus Weapon Adapter, higher value. Magnetic, every 5th ability cast applies magnetic stats effect on enemy in front of you within 50 meters. I kind of don't like that. Attacks from Spectre's companions, 25% chance, cause radiation status. I don't mind that. And then common multiplier, increased chance of enemies being susceptible to finishers after melee. Nah, screw it. Just choose Eleanor's. I'm lazy, so the magnetic one's also good. So both are good. If you like that, choose Aoi. If you like this, choose Eleanor. Tekrot with abilities. Hey, I would choose like Dante, Protea, any Warframe that you have that kills a lot of enemies. You know, You could also use, Excalibur and like Exalted Weapons kind of deal. Either way, very good stuff. Just nuke enemies, Tekrot. You should probably do a Survival though, not a Exterminate, just because there's 200. Next up, Amir's birthday, do stuff. And Forma or Arcane Double Pack. Obviously, choose the Forma if you're pretty much like higher level or you have all the arcanes. But if you want to just grab the arcanes, yeah, choose the arcanes. Not a big deal either way, but Forma's obviously way better there. Kill 300 enemies with melee. Yeah, just do like a Tekrot Survival. Kill them with melee. Orcan Reactor Blueprint, pick that, or Forma. Depends actually. Orcan Reactor Blueprints are pretty useless to me because you can get so many at Nightwave. So Forma's higher value endgame, but early mid-game, Orcan Reactor Blueprint 100%. TLDR, if you have a lot of Orcan Reactors you can use on Warframes, choose this. If you have none, choose the Forma, right? It depends what stage of the game, but that's more of an endgame problem, right? Because I've been playing for way too long and I've been going insane. So, Brawn Horizon, energy pickup, increased ability range. I really like that one personally. All restoration effects provide orb increase. Yeah, you can choose that one too. And melee crit chance. Yeah, all of these are good and I like all of them. This one's always like, because it gets you more energy, but it's probably lower value for more people. This one's like just 10% increased range, so it's not massive, whereas 20% melee crit chance, hex boost override's a little nicer, so choose what you need, but I'd probably go with that one, I guess. Probably go with that one, to be fair. And if not, yeah, do whatever you need, right? So, enemies with abilities, okay. Same as before, nuke them with whatever Warframes you need, ability-wise. Just do a Survival Tekrot. Exilus Warframe Adapter, or Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint. Probably you'd want the Weapon Adapter Blueprint because you'll need a lot of those, but if you're missing out on a ton of Exilus Warframe Adapters, then choose that one. Realistically, it's always up to what you need at any given time, so remember that. Pick what you need for whatever situation is at hand. And then you got Flair's birthday. So yeah, then you do skip birthday or chemistry. And then you chat up Flair and be like, yes, let's do it. Leroy Jenkins. By the way, that's Warframe 1999 seasonal weekly stuff, so not too shabby. Now let's head on over to Bird 3 over at Deimos. Oh my god, I can't click. I just missed 5 clicks, I think. Oh, Sanctum Anatomica for Bird 3's Archon Shard, as well as the Elite Deep Archimedea stuff. Okay, and then we should be good to go there. So yeah, over here is Bird 3, and Bird 3 hopefully has a red Archon Shard. Sorry, wrong. Don't want to do browse wares, you want to do shiny treasures. Then yeah, okay, Amber Archon Shard. I really still love Amber Archon Shards. I mainly use them just for the cast speed though. Like other people might use them for like a couple things, but I definitely only use them for that. Sorry, I need to quickly change my FPS. 120 hertz. Reason being, I found out my monitor, if I turn it off for a while, kind of breaks when I turn on at 144 hertz. MSI is cursed, apparently. Whatever. MSI curved monitor threw me a curveball. Now, Elite Deep Archimedea is as follows. Activating ability inflicts 50 damage upon you. Sucks. Using an ability opens a rift nearby. Okay, sucks. Ability reduce armor. And then gear cannot be used. You can still go operator drifter mode, so it's not the worst. It is going to be rough, though. First off, we have Exterminate into Alchemy into Assassination. The Exterminate, Fissure Cascade. Fissures rip in the mission, causing enemy level go up by 1 every 10 seconds. Destroy them to stop the level from increasing further. It's not bad, right? Explosive Potential, Rupturing Fragments, replace Shuffling Fragments. Not bad. And then Devil's Bargain. Allies within 4 meters slain enemies gain 25% fire rate at the cost of 50% ammo efficiency. Yeah, a little rough, but I don't think that one's terrible. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It might be the worst. And now, Alchemical Invulnerability. 10% of enemies are equipped with an impervious elemental barrier, can only be destroyed by an amphor of the corresponding element. That one sucks. Just sucks. Then, enemies deal negative 15% damage. They take more damage, but gain more movement speed, attack speed, and fire rate. Okay, that one's not that bad. And then, Fortified foes. Guardian XP units may be encountered, including Guardian Exodus. Necromex. Not bad. Lastly, the Fragmented Tide never stops attacking on the Assassination. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies endure reduced movement speed and parkour velocity, and then slain enemies burst with void energy. I don't think that one's bad. So I think that's like pretty decent. Not bad overall. Yeah, let me know what you think on that one though. Either way, that is Elite Deep Archimedea for the week in Warframe. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So we're going to quickly head on over to Teshin, which can be found at any relay. If you've unlocked Steel Paths, Teshin is the Steel Path vendor, essentially. So you can just, you can grab some sweet Steel Essence from, or sorry, you can hand in Steel Path Steel Essence into Teshin to get some pretty decent, depending on the week, weekly loot. So, hey, you can just go over here. Where's your boy Teshin? And Ghost Teshin. Dr. Teshin, Steel Path Honors. Nothing big this week. We just have Rifle Ribbon Mod and Veiled Ribbon Cipher. And then the regular Kuva and Relic Pack reset. So, quite literally, nothing cool or interesting or new there. So, yeah. GG. Nothing important. It is what it is, but that's Teshin. It's always like a 50-50. Next up, Acrithis, who is on the Zariman over here in the Dorma Zone. Acrithis, if you don't know, is the Warframe Duviri vendor on the Zariman. And she has good weekly loot, to be honest, as well as daily arcanes. If you run a lot of Duviri and you have a lot of the Duviri items. Dominus Thrax is now gone from there forever. But you still have Acrithis over here. And you can go into all of her shops there. Scuttler Husk is the new one, but the weekly one, oh nice, it just bugged, is just browse wares. Oh, not bad. So you have a shotgun and a rifle ribbon mod this week. You have, you know, your like random resources and items for a bit. And then you have a secondary arcane adapter and an Exilus arcane adapter. Not even the blueprints, you just straight up buy them here. So overall, really good. I think secondary arcane amps, I don't even know if that's great because you can just buy them from Teshin. So mainly Exilus, cool. The ribbons are cool. Magus Agress, right? 24-hour swap out. Not bad at all. And then everything else is just like chill because Acrithis has regular shops for Scuttler Husks for Orexia and weapons, and then Krulovo's Archive for stuff there. So not bad on Acrithis, right, by like any means. I'm gonna say we have finally Elite Temporal Archimedea, so not bad. This actually didn't go as long as I thought. Hopefully I wasn't too slow for everyone, so my bad. I just wanted to talk with everyone. I miss streaming. I miss you, chat. Comment section. I miss you, okay? Hugs and kisses. Lastly, Elite Temporal Archimedea, though. If we talk to Protoframe, that you can just like fast travel to all these crash course, by the way, for the Nightwave. Kaya Velasco. The timeline's a freaking mess. Luckily, young Kaya has harnessed the power of the Archimedea. Now, Ragtime Team. What's happening? Oh, maybe just because of the weekly kiss you want in? Yeah. Either way, I couldn't skip that. She was forcing me to say hi to everyone. Love it. So, this is Elite Archimedea for the week. Individual parameters are cool. First and foremost, we do have the ammo deficit right here, right? Ammo store drops, gears reduced. Sweet. No, sorry. Sorry, I'm doing a weekly video. Blah, 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 blah. So we have that, which isn't too bad. Let's go to region. It's just less ammo. It's not the worst. Then casting ability reduces armor. Yeah, undersupplied. Each personal max ammo, everything's reduced. And then transference into operator and drifter is blocked. But you can still use gear. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Next up, exterminate into defense into assassination. Oh, might be a bit of a pain in the ass. Enemies take less damage from non-weak point hits. Sucks. Enemies only take damage if player within 50 meters of them, and then allies within 4 meters slain enemies reduced. Yeah, that one just that does suck. No, I hate the 15-meter myopic munitions. Sealed armor is like manageable, but like yeah, that kind of sucks. I got some decent weapons and frames though with Valkyr and Saren. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. Next up, we have defense. Drones fly below flares, spraying them with ephedron gas. That sucks. I hate noise suppression. Allies within 4 meters slain enemies endure reduced. Yeah, that's fine. Tech rod enemies infused with ephedron take damage over time. They explode when killed, leave behind deadly ephedron in their wake. Yeah, that can be annoying for the defense. I think that should be manageable. Defense can always be really hit or miss though, so I don't know. Lastly, assassination. This one might also really suck. Reinforcements will arrive during fight. First Scaldra, then Tech Rod. Not bad, okay. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy ammo packs. Heavy weapons recall times reduced 5 seconds. Not terrible. No, it kind of sucks, but whatever. Use a heavy weapon. And then within the underground, hostile overgrowths will attack players if they stop moving. Yeah, I don't think that's the worst one. Yeah, I honestly don't think that's like the worst right now. Let me know if you disagree or if it's just like the absolute devil. Either way, I don't think that's that bad, so yeah, that's this week in Warframe, everybody. I do appreciate everyone being here, and again, I'm really sorry if I'm more like AFK, if I do like less rerun 24/7 streams and just less streams in general on Twitch and YouTube this month, less videos, just because I'm trying to move, and that means I have to fix the house, and we have to like stage the house, and then I have to buy a house, and then it's not easy. And this is my first time buying a place when I have to also sell my place. So funnily enough, it was easier buying the place when I didn't own a place because there was nothing that I had to do prior to actually just buying a place. Either way, it sucks. If only I was rich, then it would be easy, but obviously that's not the case. Oh well, it is what it is. Life's always a bit of a struggle, and isn't that the fun of it? ... I don't know. Let me know what you think of this week in Warframe. Thank you for being here. A lot of good updates, and I'm just gonna try and get videos talking about things this week, so like maybe more casual videos, just catching up on things. So let me know if there's anything specific you want. I'll try just making more casual guides and chatting, so thank you. Cheers.